How's it going, guys? How's it going? We have a couple of new commentators for tonight. I am Fear from Infra-Red.
I'm Envy This from Infra-Red.
And we're stepping in for this upcoming game between the Moonshiners and Bad Batch. So looks like they're actually already getting ready to head up there. This actually should be a pretty entertaining match, I think.
Yeah, it'll be a good match.
I was gonna say, I know Bad Batch. I think they're gonna push for this win. They struggled the last two weeks, and I think they're gonna push, try to make it through. We'll go ahead and explain Team Deathmatch just in case you don't know just yet. It's a head-to-head team kills versus. It's team on team pretty much, 5 players, and basically it's the most kills. Basically will win it. Each kill is about a 3-point swing. We'll go ahead and transition over to them real quick. So
yeah, a kill is 2 points and a death is -1, so therefore that's where you get the -3.
Right. So especially getting those kills is really crucial.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's fun to watch Moonshiners because they're very aggressive.
Yeah, and it looks like
like
we
to
actually
run.
already lost one of the cameras. Looks like it froze up on us.
Oh, it looks like it's coming back.
Yeah, right. Oh, right there. Sniper, I think. Oh, sniper's that way. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
All right, guys. Looks like the Moonshiners are trying to hold that middle, but they lost a couple of their players, so we'll see if they can hold it through.
You can see me.
Tie game. Well, there's a swing.
And that's how easily it could switch. I mean, just a matter of seconds, the score can just completely change. Because, like I said, that whole 3-point swing is kind of a big. If you get a really good push, that can change huge.
Then, if you're not aware, so the shotgun gets a grenade, and the sniper also gets a knife, and you do not get the kills for those. The negative kill, death, goes on to the other team. So you might see just a -1 swing, but that's why it's either a grenade or a knife kill.
But see, sometimes just one grenade kill can set your team up for a good push too, though. So, I mean, it's not a bad thing getting a little less points if you can get your team in a better position.
Well, I think it was last year that we had that grenade thrown on our team. They killed like 4 of us.
Oh, my gosh.
Just like that, we're at a tied game.
That's kind of a crazy strategy that Bad Batch is doing right now. As you see Mr. Moon come around, you'll see 2 players down against the board.
That was scary.
Moonshiners is looking strong.
Oh, sniper guy.
That's actually what I was looking for right there.
Left side.
So their AR is 3-1 at 5 points. Then you have Nug on the shotgun, which is -2 on Bad Batch.
I got sniped. Oh, wait, I can't say that. Sorry.
Alright, there we go. Let's fix up the scoreboard so that way we can get a little bit better view at it, and we are working on that. We'll probably end up working on that camera, I believe, after this game is over.
So are the names backwards? Or what were you trying to fix there?
The score, to where we can see who's getting what kills and deaths.
Oh, yeah, I like that screen
a little bit better. So that way we can keep track of the score and the individual kills and deaths. It looks like Moonshiner's Assault's pushing really good. And it seems like he's taking a lot of people out. So
yeah, he's playing good right now.
That's so
And
annoying.
really, these 2 teams are fairly new to League. They have played in the past seasons, but I think they might both have maybe 3 still on their team from the past seasons.
Okay,
So they're still welcoming and learning how the new players are playing.
actually, I only think 3 per team are there. I think they have 2 new players on each.
Yeah, okay. So 6 returning.
But still, that can make a huge difference. Like, depending on what guns you're replacing and everything. And just like that, Nate the Great just bounced up to the top. He's a very energized player, that's for sure.
He's a really good pistol player too, since he is so mobile.
Looks like we got some strategizing from Moonshiners right there.
No, that's good.
One thing I'm really liking is I'm actually hearing quite a bit of communication from one of the teams. I believe it's Moonshiners.
Nathan, I really need to make it.
And communication's huge.
Especially when you're trying not. Yeah, especially whenever you're trying not to. Like if you see a flank coming up, it's very crucial to catch that.
The other camera's on? Yep. Yeah, we have the other camera running now.
What?
So what is he playing?
He, I believe, is the
AR.
other assault. So we have Mr. Moon on shotgun on the right side, and then we have Stoner Dylan, their assault on the left side for that match.
Nathan.
So it looks like Bad Batch has 4 in their spawn still, so they're hoping they push and they pick them off one at a time is what it looks like their game plan is this round at least. Which actually might be smart because Moonshiners does like to push and push hard.
Well, right now it looks like Moonshiners does have control of the middle, and that's very, very crucial, having control. It depending on the teams you're playing, it can be tough getting the middle back.
Dude, I got sucked into you. I didn't know where it was. Rushing downstairs.
I don't know if I'm mic's working. Because it might be double micing.
That was really close. Holy crap. What? Yeah, they don't expect.
All right, guys, we only got 1:30 left. It looks like Moonshiners is keeping that lead.
But like you said at the beginning of the game, you can change that real quick if you get a good push and knock out 3-4 people, and you just have to keep pushing. Well, now it's down to 10, which is 3 kills. So I don't know if you noticed, Moonshiners dropped 1 point, so that was probably a knife kill right there. So that's actually, so you're 9, so you're 3 kills away.
And just like that, I mean, Bad Batch has kind of brought this game back within a win. They just got to make sure that they're playing smart, they're getting those kills. Looks like Lethal Lily's doing pretty good on Bad Batch with that 5-1.
I was just gonna say that Bad Batch moving her to sniper, I think was a really good call. She was a really good player even with the AR playing assault, but she's even more deadly with the sniper, I feel like.
He's down twice. He's down.
Looks like Moonshiners will win this one.
Middle. I'll watch your back. I got our points.
I'm a little bit disappointed that I haven't seen. Hey, Wrecker, I was a little
All right,
disappointed that I
guys. It
haven't
looks
seen
like
Nick
CERN, he did really good that game, 13-6. Looks like if Bad Batch is gonna bring this one, they need to make sure that they're concentrating on him.
And CERN is their new player, right? This is his first time playing League, right?
As far as I know of, yes. And actually, this is I believe he was a sub for him. I don't know if he's actually fully practiced with them. So this may very well be their first time playing together as well.
And they're playing good right now too.
No, they are.
Oh.
They are. And as long as
Here we go.
Moonshiners can keep up that intensity, I mean, Bad Batch has got to figure something out, whether it be targeting someone or something. Go ahead and go back to the gameplay.
Okay, guys, so I can't hit their AR. He's too quick. I keep missing his headband. I'm gonna need you guys.
I got
Ooh,
a point that
we
round.
got
I felt
some
pretty good.
strategizing. Looks like we have a team playing
Yeah,
starting
she kinda
downstairs at
stays
least.
in the
At
same
least part
spot.
of them.
I think we have 3 down
pushed her
here.
twice and both times she knifed me, but
I
she
did
she
see
legit knifed
their
me.
SMG
So I
go
wasn't,
upstairs.
I was
Civilians.
mad at the knife
Yeah,
skills, right?
Stoner Dylan's up at least.
So you have the 2.
Let's see if this works though.
Well, Moonshiners are going to push hard, as you can see already.
Yeah.
And they'll find out real fast.
Oh, and they've already called him out.
They're downstairs.
They've already figured it out.
Yeah,
But
is
it looks like
already aware.
Moonshiner's about to push up right behind a couple of them.
I hear SMG.
And just like that. Looks like Mr. Moon got a double kill
I
there.
got 2. Nathan, I got 2.
And that's good that they're calling out how many that they took out. It's kind of interesting on how cautious Bad Batch is to get up there. I'm surprised that they all didn't kind of. A couple of them went up there together. But
One on the right side. Oh, I'm dead.
And what's weird now, well, it's not really weird, but since Bad Batch had 3 people start down here, that Moonshiners are basically surrounding their upstairs spawn. So they basically can't even use it at this point.
the thing is, though, I mean, it's still a close game. It's still anybody. I mean, it's way too early to tell.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got 6 points, so you have a 2-kill
Yeah, dude,
swing
I
right
was
there.
defensive.
Yeah. Oh, see, and it sounded like Moonshiner Sniper was calling out that they were rushing him.
We're good.
Man, Nate the Great is playing unreal right
There's
now.
4 of them.
Although he plays unreal pretty much every week, so
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a high intensity player.
Yeah, there's.
I honestly kind of wished he was here last week when we ended up playing him. I mean, I love playing against him with his intensity that he brings.
yeah. And Moonshiners, they're a very good team. They almost knocked us out of the playoffs last season with only 4 members.
Yeah, that is very true.
They come to play.
Middle.
It'll be really good to see them if they can get a group of 5 and get them to stay together. What they could actually do long term, because they're good as it is.
Did I get anybody?
Well, and which of the 2 new Bad Batch players?
Good stuff, good stuff.
And that was a good push by Mr. Moon and Nate the Great. Shotgun went in, hit him once, and Nate the Great finished him.
Looks like Nate's healing them both up at the moment.
Middle. Okay, across the way, across the way. Oh my gosh. Okay. We need some, what do you think? Hit him, hit him. I think I killed him. Sniper, far right, in the corner. Going outside. Ah! Oh! Sniper! Sniper right for Nathan! Sniper's right in front of you! Oh my gosh! Oh, you scared me.
Looks like Moonshiners is kind of running away with this one, though. Looks like they need to do something to stop Nate the Great right now is their biggest plan.
Yeah, he's playing insanely good right now.
Yeah. Oh, she sees me. Ah! I hit her. Watch her. Watch out, bro.
Pistol, left side middle.
Oh gosh, are you okay? Oh,
Left side. Right side.
oh, I thought I was dead. No, I was.
One thing that I have noticed though, the Moonshiners score, they're not really fully running away with it. One second.
Nug, left side! Hey,
Pistol again.
Oh, pistol. Oh my gosh. The pistol has like a 5-foot range. What the heck? I mean, the knife. Not the pistol. It's a very large.
Alright guys, we are down below a minute and it looks like Nate the Great is taking this one away from his team.
The knife, right?
Which is great. I mean, he's still doing awesome, but he was 9-2. So Bad Batch has figured something out. It just might be, it is too late. But when they play him again later on in the season, maybe they can go back to that. Because since then, he's what, 6-5?
Yeah.
Which that's way better than the 9-2 that he was.
Another nice thing is how many times that we get to play each team this season. We get to play each team 3 times this season. So that gets, like, even if you figure something out against a team one week, when you play them again, they may have came up with something completely different to throw you off.
And with it being league, like, as a team going back up against that same team, you need to expect them to change it.
Oh, yeah.
With this being league and being competitive, like, a lot of things change. Even as the gameplay is being played, middle of the match, you watch it change if something's not working. People adapt, teams adapt.
And that's one thing we've had to do many times. There's teams that really throw you for a loop and a surprise and you're not expecting it.
Capture flag.
But it looks like Moonshiners actually took that one away.
I'm busy, man. I'm trying.
We'll go ahead and this...
Oh, hey, I did better this round. Let's go.
This is a newer gameplay that we've only, I think we did in league one time, one season, a couple of seasons back.
Yeah.
It's definitely a fun game, and you guys can't see it on there, but you only get 4 lives. So you have to be very smart of when you push, if you guys push as a team, how you go about doing that.
Yeah, the description is a little bit off, mainly because, like Envy this said, this was a couple of seasons ago. They have more options of changing things now than they had before. So the thing with this is the team base is still 500 points with the 10-second regen. I believe the blue base will be downstairs in the middle. The green base will be upstairs in the middle, kind of like where King of the Hill is normally at.
And if you are blue and your tower is downstairs, you will only spawn bottom blue. You cannot respawn up top.
Yes.
So basically, you're trying to push yourself upstairs, push over to the green tower and shoot that down before obviously dying. But then if you do die, then you have to run all the way back down, respawn downstairs, and work your way back up. So that's where gameplay and strategy is going to come in.
And if you think about it, it really makes it even, because if everybody spawned downstairs, it really only gives advantage to like blue team, because then green team to defend would literally have to go upstairs every single time. At least this way, with green spawning upstairs with their base, they can at least immediately try and defend if they need to. It kind of helps them out, honestly. But at the same note, if they're downstairs trying to shoot the base and they die, they still have to climb up those stairs and then back down if they're going back down.
And you'll see in the camera where someone will die and they'll go back to their spawn, but they won't take off right away. A lot of times teams will wait until they have a second or third person, then push as a team together, because otherwise you're just going to run into the same situation that you were just in. And if you just die, that's probably not the best strategy there.
Yeah, it's this, especially with these limited life games like team deathmatch. It's good to have like a strategy of pushing and all that. Sometimes you go by yourself, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You die, you just go back and respawn. But with these limited life games, a death is very crucial. Because I mean, if you just run out there and you die, I believe you said 4 times this.
Yes, you get 4 lives in this.
Okay, so then if you just run out and die 4 times back to back, I mean, you're not really helping your team out, because then you'll just be sitting in the spawn and you won't be able to do anything after that.
That and dead men can't talk. So you're legit are sitting there and you cannot help out. Even if you're not killing somebody, if you're alive, then you can at least yell out where they're at to help your teammates that way.
Yep, exactly. And like we talked about, communication is huge. So yet again, like you said, you know, if you're dead, you can't talk. So that's one less voice on the team that could be very crucial. I mean, you could sit there and watch the gameplay all you want, and you can see everybody where they're at, but you can't say anything.
Yep.
So that could be very, very, very crucial. Right now we're having Chris explain the rules to them, because like I said, this is a very new game mode, and there's a lot of teams that have not played this scenario.
And like I said, you and I the 3 of us on Infra-Red, we've been playing since season 1, year 1. So, and this is still new to even us. So these newer teams like this, they'll have a lot of fun. It's fun.
I think it's going to be interesting to see what these teams are going to do. I mean, with Moonshiners being really aggressive, are they just going to push the point, or are they going to be more defensive?
The thing with Moonshiners, they have their game style, and they're good at it. Mm-hmm. So I don't see them going away from that unless they do start getting those deaths. Then at that point, they're going to have to adapt and go to that slower defensive play style. But like I said, they're good, and they've been doing the pushing thing since day 1.
Yeah,
and they're young, fast kids, so I don't see them going away from it.
You definitely can't sleep on them. Like, if they find out that most of your team is upstairs, they will use that to their advantage, for sure.
I think you're going to have, if I was to guess, I'm going to say probably 2 or 3 people will instantly run down the stairs and go right for the point, and they'll have a couple that stay up top. But we will. That's if they start green, obviously. But it's just interesting to see.
Well, which it looks like Moonshiners might be on the green team. Another thing is, though, that could be a good strategy, but it could be bad, because if they just rush down there with only 2 or 3 of them, I mean, you got to think entire blue spawns downstairs. If they play defensively, they're just going to run right into an entire team and possibly get wiped out.
Yeah, but you're going to have, depending on the team you're playing, either you're going to push and go for the kills, then go for the base, or you're going to go for the base and... So the base it revives 3 times, and it has 500 health each time. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if you reach that 300 that death 3 times. You could only get their tower dead 1 time and win that way. It doesn't matter if you do the 3, or you can just win on the fact of they don't have any more lives.
That is well, the thing is, if you kill their entire team, you still have to take out those flags. So if you think about it, if one team ends up taking out 2 of your bases and you have none, if you wait until the ending of the game mode to kill their entire team and then attack the bases, if you only get 1 down, you still lose the game, because technically the other team got more bases.
Why don't we have 40 seconds before the round starts? Let's go to their GoPros, and we can kind of hear what they're talking about trying to do here.
Yep.
I don't know. He works here. He might know better.
But I think we should definitely up here take control of our mission.
Yeah, make sure we have.
Upstairs has the advantage.
All right. Yeah. And watch out. They have 4 points. 4 points of entry to get to us.
Nate or Riker should stay with me in this base because we got the shorter range. I'll go to the stairs. Like the 3 should go after.
Yeah. Okay.
Go downstairs after? Yeah.
I feel like first we should secure the stairs. Okay, so you 2 go to that staircase, and then Nathan and I will go to the other staircase, and Connor, you should. Yeah, don't die. Okay, Nathan, let's get to the staircase. Get to the staircase. Oh, he's right there. Where is this? Oh, they're right there.
To the staircase.
Perfect. Oh, it's right there. I see. Right here. Shotgun. It was AR.
Staircase.
I think I missed
2 of
him.
them.
Oh my gosh! How did I not die? How did I not die? Okay, go, slow.
Another one trying to come down.
So something else to think about as you guys are watching, you will not see the deaths or anything like that on the official score. Once one of them kills one of the towers, you will get X amount of points at that point.
Yeah.
Or no, I haven't died.
Change it.
Oh my gosh. One come downstairs.
Right now, we're kind of double checking something on the game mode, but we still have the GoPros going.
So,
Looks like we're pretty close even on how many people have died, but it looks like Nate the Great and Civilian is going to have to be careful.
Stoner
they're
Dylan, yeah, but Stoner Dylan's got 3 kills, which is huge, and 0 deaths. So they actually have the same 2 and 1.
So each base destroyed will be 50 points. So when you see 50 points come up, that means that the base was destroyed once. You see that middle green lighting up. I believe that means the green's base is actually getting hit. You see that? Yeah, you see it's lighting up.
okay.
So green's base is getting hit.
That's
I'm
awesome.
pretty sure.
That's actually pretty big, because then now you'll be able to see which bases are being hit.
Yeah, I like that. So it looks like Bad Batch is Sub only has 1 life left.
Who's their sub?
Good, I could use a med.
Civilian.
No, that's Gary.
That's it.
Oh, I thought you were saying sub. Like sub.
Oh no,
I'm sorry.
not
I'll, I'll shut up. I'm just standing here.
No, you're good.
But also their shotgun, they're both on their.
Oh, there he goes.
That means their shotgun's gonna have to be careful. He's also 1 death away from being knocked out. But it looks like CERN is also almost out on Moonshiners. If they could take him out, he was doing pretty good on.
Yeah,
the
he's playing good
matches.
today.
You last? Alright, I still got my grenade. Let's go use. Oh, it's BB. Oh, that scared me. From where? Hang on. Wait. I think I hear something. Oh, I'm good. I'm on it. Stairs?
So it looks like the only person that's actually in trouble right now on Moonshiners is CERN, but and everybody else is pretty well fine. And once again, Nate the Great's going off with 7 kills, 2 deaths, which in a game mode where you do have limited lives, that's really big.
Oh, and it looks like.
Oh no, looks like
Green team just knocked out the blue base.
and Nug got his 4th death. So now it's down to a 5v3.
But Nate the Great and CERN got to be careful because they're on their last lives. If they get taken out, I mean, Bad Batch can come back and take out the base and still win this. But they're still going to have to be careful because now 2 more, Owl and Stoner Dylan, are on their last lives.
But once again, like we were talking earlier, Lethal Lily, she's holding her own, doing her job as a sniper. Oh,
And
Stoner Dylan is done. Oh,
looks like Nate
so-
the Great came in and took out Stoner Dylan and Owl. Now it's just Lethal Lily against the entire team.
Yeah, it's 5v1, and Moonshiners just got their 2nd base captured.
So I was incorrect earlier. If it is lighting up green, that means the green team is destroying the base.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it looks like that is game.
it.
Moonshiners, they did a really good at pushing their team and knocking out a majority of them.
Nate the Great killed it, went off, and
But so did CERN. CERN
yeah,
came back and he helped them get some of those kills to knock them out.
well, he was 3-3, so
He was?
Yeah, he got 3 kills, which, like I said before, being a game mode where you only have limited lives, that's big.
Yes, it is.
He only has 150 health.
We'll go ahead and listen to see what these guys got to say after that game mode, since, like I said, this is a new game mode.
So since I helped destroy that one, or no, I got the final blow on one.
Yeah, so it's only, I think it's whoever destroyed it, whoever had the last shot. Is how
Yeah, I think, and it might have been me when I got in there with you.
I know I got one that shot on it, so that makes sense.
Yeah, just like the.
Because you were the last
I could
shot.
see it from where it was, but it was
Yeah.
like that.
And I did more damage.
Alright, guys.
Switch sides.
Is that it or switching sides?
Does it make sense? Does anybody have any questions?
No? It makes sense to me.
I joined the game a little late, but
Joined it a little late. Were you in the bathroom for a second?
no, I'm just messing around.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even use my grenade. I forgot about it for a while, but I didn't really have a chance. I know. I think it's because I went like this. I was more ducked when I ran out. I hate you. You're the worst best. Ooh, what is this? Oh my. Oh my.
Alright, guys, looks like we're going to get into this final one, but with that win, it does have Moonshiners sealing their victory
Let's go.
in these series of games.
You helped.
Being 3-0
You were there.
at this moment.
Well, we'll see if the strategies change, though. I mean, if you think about it, you're on one side, so, like, Bad Batch, they were downstairs before. Now they're starting upstairs. Let's see what they can do. See if they they use the stair advantage to their advantage, because there's so many stairs coming down to blue, but it could also be a burden too. Trying to spread yourself thin, see what happens.
Just being going from the bottom to the top that could be huge just in itself.
Yeah, that is another thing, having to go down, and then like especially if the team upstairs has it like locked down, it's really tough to get it back.
Actually, let's just run up the stairs right now. Run up the stairs right now. Run up the stairs right now. He's running down the stairs. He's running down the stairs. Go, 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 go.
And just like that, it looks like Moonshiners have already gotten one of the bases taken down.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's got to low. Oh, where?
And some callouts from Lethal Lily. I mean, looks like she's taken out a couple of them too, which is really good.
And the support for Bad Batch is already down 3 deaths, which is huge for Moonshiners, of course.
But he's also gotten 3 kills, so I mean,
he just picked up one right now.
He's just got to be careful, but he is helping taking them out too.
Yeah. Like I said, there's so many different strategies you can do right here.
The thing is, like with this whole running up and down stairs, you gotta think after playing 3 matches, they gotta be tired.
Makes sense.
Well, then again, you also said Moonshiners is a bunch of kids too. I mean, Nate the Great is just all over the place.
They're all really in really good shape and just run all over the place. Which is fun to play against, but us guys are kind of older.
Right.
We get tired, but that's all right.
Holy crap, he's doing a ton of damage. Yeah, I know.
Going upstairs.
So I don't know about you guys, but I think if we end up doing really good on a push of ours and we're going down, I'm gonna do my best on impersonation and tell everybody get down, get to the chopper. But there's no chopper in this one. There's only a Jeep. But I mean, I still think if you hear that, that means we did a really good push and we need to get downstairs ASAP.
That would be awesome since you do wear our camera for our team.
I do. The only problem is I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it. I don't know if I can do it that loud.
And if you did, you probably wouldn't be talking tomorrow.
Just like that, though, I mean, if you think about it, Moonshiners is starting to die a lot more now, and having to run down the stairs and then right back up. Like I said, it's a wear and tear. Like they got to be tired still.
Oh, and their support got another kill, I see. So now he's 5-3, which is good.
I mean, you already seen right there, CERN, he was kind of kneeling down. I don't know if he was trying to like catch his breath or. I mean, I don't know.
Your side.
That's the good thing is if you have a lot of people defending upstairs on the green side, I mean, you're having them come up, and just like that, Mr. Moon and CERN took another death. And now 3 players on Moonshiners is down to their last life. But Sullivan finally got knocked down, but he did take 6 of their deaths away.
Pistol still over there.
Which is still really good. It's unfortunate that he won't be able to help his teammates, but he did a lot of damage to him to help out.
Yep. So right now we have a 4v5.
Correct.
Looks like. And 3 out of the 5 only are on their last life on Moonshiners. So Bad Batch can pick a couple of those guys off. That'd be huge in itself.
Oh, yeah.
Especially you take out Mr. Moon and
if you take out Mr. Moon and CERN right now, I think that will be huge because the shotgun with how much damage output it does and health he has, it's a little bit tougher to kill him. But if you get that little bit tougher opponent out, it does help take out all the other people. And Cern has
I see your
been
legs.
very strategic
I
and
see you.
pretty good at
Right here. Two of them.
pushing up when he needs
One of a
to.
knife.
Oh, looks like Owl just went down for his last life.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, looks like
Cern
Blue,
just got his last death too.
and it looks like Blue Team might be pushing. That blue emblem came up. Looks like they might have damaged it just a little bit.
I think I got him.
So blue team's doing damage to it.
I
I
believe
think
so.
that's what he said. Yeah.
Oh, and there goes Mr. Moon. He is on his last life. Now it is a 3-on-3, and Nate the Great is on his last life now. I feel like if they can get these final kills, they can push that base and take it out for this win.
And we're still seeing that symbol, so they must be putting damage down on the green's base.
I didn't see her over. She's so small.
I mean, I guess on the blue base, huh?
Right.
I was saying that wrong.
Just ran across.
Yeah, because as of right now, Bad Batch has the upper hand as far as the deaths go.
Yes, that they do. I mean, if you think about it, one sniper shot can almost take out Nate the
Oh.
Great. And there goes Jake Sparrow. Now it is a 2-on-3, but we'll see if Bad Batch can figure it out. I mean, if they know that they have the advantage, we'll see if they push it a little bit more aggressive, or we'll see what happens, because Nate the Great is still out there.
And like I said, like we both said, this is where the communication's huge.
Yo.
You should have been calling out if you. I mean, every team plays different, but you try to keep track of where they're at as far as their deaths.
I mean, I was actually expecting that one.
Or some teams just count their own deaths.
The only bad thing is now Mr. Moon is back at that spawn, so we won't get to see. Oh, it looks like their sniper just took another death. He is in a hurry though to get back. But the thing
Bad
is,
Batch needs to push bad right now.
I don't know if they know how many they've actually fully taken out.
I must not.
I know that they are communicating on they need to get down, which is what they're doing right now. One big final push. If they can take out Nate the Great,
I think you have to push no matter what.
See, unfortunately, they don't know how much time is left, so they don't know that they need to push like right now.
They don't know how many lives they have. They don't know how much time's left.
And it looks like Nate the Great just took out their shotgun, so I mean they might be pushed back a little bit too.
Man, if they just push right now.
But see, that's the only thing, and they just took out their sniper. Moonshiners is literally each on their last life.
Yeah.
Oh, and it looks like they're pushing on that blue side. They're pushing that base. They're in a firefight though, and there goes their sniper for the last one.
Start shooting it, guys.
They need to start hitting the base, but they don't know that there's only one player left, and it looks like Moonshiners is gonna take this victory.
And Moonshiners is down.
But they still have the only base left, so Moonshiners is gonna take this victory.
That was exciting.
Oh man, see, like I said, that's the only tough thing about this game mode or any of these game modes is you don't know the time, the score, how many people are alive or dead or nothing, and that was critical that Bad Batch could have pushed up and got that one.
That was an exciting round, though.
We'll go ahead and listen in and see what they have to say.
4 deaths and 3 kills. That's still a good ratio. Let's go, Jake Sparrow. Dude, you're an insane AR. Like, actually, that's really good. Good job. Oh wait, I can't put this back yet. Good game, guys.
We are actually going to go ahead and go to our sponsors. And we will give them some love while we get ready for our match coming up. All right, guys, I am here with 2 members of each team. We got Bad Batch and we have the Moonshiners. You guys want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Civilitant.
I'm CERN.
Jake Sparrow.
No.
None. So how do you guys think that went?
Pretty well, especially with the new mode. Neither team really knew what the mode would come with, and just kind of plus and minuses of an objective mode, I suppose.
Yeah, that like we mentioned earlier, that is a completely new game mode. I think we played it in season 2 and it hasn't been brought back since. But we are trying, like I mentioned, even the description of it is a little bit off because of the new stuff that we can add to it to make it a little bit more interesting. Like before, it used to be unlimited lives.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you only have 4 lives, it makes it a little bit more strategic. Like you know,
like that.
so.
I think the green team definitely has the advantage in that
Yeah.
one.
Definitely.
Well, the thing is though, I mean, regardless if you're on the blue team and you rush out to that green base, if you die, you still got to go downstairs and then right back up. So either way, if you think about it, it's a little bit fair because both teams are either gonna have to go up, down, kind
That
of.
is true.
Absolutely.
So, because we were talking about it the first time that we played it, we only did downstairs spawns, but that would make green team a huge disadvantage.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That stairwell is completely open, and that's where we caught you guys when we had switched sides. Was a couple people were going through that middle stairwell, and we just happened to be there at the right time. But you're absolutely right. I think green side does have a bit of an advantage at least because of the top-down fire.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
You guys got lucky.
So I will have to say this, Bad Batch, you guys almost had that last one. We were in here watching, and you guys were taking out their players. You took out CERN, you took out Jake Sparrow. Actually, technically, you took out their entire team.
Basically, yeah.
But there for the majority of the match, you guys were you were down one. It was 5v4 for a little bit.
Yeah.
Then you took out 2 of their players.
Yeah.
And then you have that advantage.
And
And
we
we
lost.
were sitting there and we were like, they need to make this push. They didn't make this push because at the end, they only had their sniper and their pistol, and they were both on their last lives. And me and Envy were sitting there like, they need to make this push. But like we also mentioned, the hard part is you guys can't see time. You can't see deaths. So it makes it really hard to determine on who really is alive and dead.
We were getting close to that end there, and I kept telling Dylan, I was like, we need to go. Like, we need to go down there. I was like, I'm pretty sure a few of them are dead. I was like, we need to get down there, and just couldn't get down there in time. I thought I shot it at least once, but apparently I didn't. Must have not hit it correctly.
Yeah, it's kind of like capture the flag or King of the Hill. You kind of have to be at the right point. One thing that I did notice is shotgun sometimes is a little bit harder at these game modes like this, and I think it's because of the spread. You know, that's why. That's one thing that I noticed as whenever I played shotgun for 2 seasons, and I was like, you know what, I'll just defend. I'm good with that. You know.
Yeah.
So.
It was a fun mode, and it was definitely challenging.
Yeah, you guys are all sweating and
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I'm hot. I mean, like, I move against other players. I mean, like, I do a lot of running.
Yeah.
But today I did a lot of running to the point where I'm just exhausted.
And I did a lot of running around.
You did a
after
lot of running.
Well, see, and I think it's, like I said, also that game mode is having you use those stairs a lot. At least, like, a lot of people say capture the flag is the cardio game, but the thing is, if you do good enough to where you can get upstairs and hold the upstairs, then you could just run those flags, and then it's not that bad.
Yeah.
This one, every death is crucial. It's up and down, up, down. It is even more brutal.
Gosh.
But like I said, this is a new game mode, so we'll see how we can do against the Contractors as well, because we will be playing against them, and they are an aggressive team.
All right, that's gonna be an interesting match.
I am going to be rooting for the Contractors, no offense. But I think that they're going to have fun.
Okay, so what Gary's saying is he's playing the target, so the next time we play him...
Yes. Bring it.
All right, do you guys have anything else to say?
Good game.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah,
It was fun.
Yeah, no, it was really good. Like that military base, both of them were just intense.
It's hot.
And good sportsmanship, so good job, guys. It's a lot of fun.
And in last season, you guys.
Leaving me
Sorry.
hanging.
Sorry. In the last game, you guys put up a good fight, Bad Batch, and so it does feel good to make a punch on you guys. And,
Yeah.
I mean,
I like it. I mean, wow. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and conclude this. You going to go ahead and take over?
Yeah, I need to step outside first because I'm cooking.
That is pretty. You probably need some fresh air after running around so much. I'll go ahead and put us on the sponsors while you get some air, and then you can come on back.
Sounds good.
All right, guys.
Alrighty.
See you guys here in a little bit.
Good job, narrators.
It's only been since season 2 since I've had to do that.
Has it?
Okay, everybody, we are back. So I got to switch this play-by-play commentary label here real quick because it is CERN on the mic. Give me just a second. Okay, everybody, we are back. Got that label switched over. I just want to go ahead and thank our sponsors here real quick. We've got E.Z Tiger, Lone Star Ranch House, Sundance Espresso, and Design 47. And of course, you guys, the viewers. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. Here us at Tactical Tag, we support it, and we really appreciate it as well. Thank you guys so much. We're going to go ahead and get the game here rolling in just a second. Looks like they're getting the team names and the head cams set up here. Alrighty, everybody, they've gone ahead and started the match here, so we're going to transition over. Go ahead and limit those volumes here for just a moment. See if we can balance those out. Perfect. Alrighty, guys. Hope you guys are ready for a pretty intense TDM here. We've got Infra-Red versus the Contractors, both pretty decent teams. Let's see who can put the pressure on the most.
But the thing is, though, that was only a single life they saved.
Got someone on Infra-Red here doing some cardio to warm up a little bit. On the right side, you can see them strategizing. We got some mixed conversations, and the game has started. Got both teams making advances here towards mid lane. We've got, looks like Contractors pushing the right side somewhat hard. Fear laying down the fire on the right lane. Nade out. Looks like they got quite a few kills with that. Real good nade right there.
Left side, middle. Oh, no, that's Zach.
Looks like we've got some delay here on the right helmet. I'm going to go ahead and just mute that while it catches back up. We'll focus on Fear's cam here. You can see he's been sent back to his respawn. They're doing pretty good, however. 2 points up. Looks like Zero's getting laid into there. We got Cornelius now dead. Laying that fire down, but it's just not enough. Both teams taking some solid trades here. Still a neck and neck game so far. We're only like a minute in.
Sniper and assault like pushing left. Pistol left.
Good calls from both the teams here. You love to see the communication. Laying down that fire. Fear's got them absolutely suppressed in that corner. He's just getting hit after hit. Wonder what'll happen here. Cornelius once again being taken out. However, it looks like Contractors have taken the lead. Zero just top fragging once again. We saw this last week as well. Both teams absolutely ready to get this match over with already. They are just neck and neck. So you can see that the Contractors here are currently holding mid. The reason for that is because if you hold mid, you hold most of the control of the map, forcing at least the other team to push bottom for the most part and seem like they can try and flank. But the problem with that is that you're going to be spotted one way or another. Infra-Red now taking the lead by 2.
Fear getting that medic in. You'll love to see the team play here from Groot. That's probably the absolutely most important player of the team here is the pistol class, solely because they carry that medic pouch with them, meaning that they can heal any teammate that is currently hurt and basically turn around any sort of situation that looks a little bit too rough for them. Got Cornelius laying into somebody there. Both equally skilled teams here, just catching up with each other one after another. I think we're in for some pretty close matchmaking today.
Help me out. Are you covering on that side too? You need ammo too?
See that the Contractors have taken a lead here, 15-11. Cornelius being sent back to his spawn. 15-13 now. It's switched back around. Once again, just absolutely neck and neck, like I mentioned. Fear laying into him. Think he got that kill. Fear's got to play really careful here. He's spotted someone long range, far right there. Oh, and close left. And he takes the death there. So you can see most of green is currently just kept in their spawn, trying to play a defensive position, since it seems like blue over here is just absolutely pushing them.
How much else do you got?
The problem with being pinned like this is that you can't really get any leverage. You have to get some sort of foot in the door in order to get some kills on the board there. Of course you can get 1 or 2 picks, but you still might not be able to make it out of your spawn, which means you can't get that mid control.
Hey, Jake, take out that AR. All across. Blue ammo. Oh, I got 2 on my left. No, it's okay. It's okay. What? I skipped. Pistol's right side.
See, now it's 32-15. Looks like the teams have kind of turned it around here. Blue taking an absolute lead, almost doubling their score. Cornelius and Hermie over here with 7 kills, 7 deaths, 6 kills and 7 deaths.
Go for it. SMG left. SMG left.
You see that the Contractors here trying to make a lead. And that is the round for now. Infra-Red just barely scraping by. Like I said, neck and neck. Very, very close game here. Let's take a look at those scores.
We went down. Kind of first half, but did all right in the second. I don't like playing that part back. I like being able to push a little bit. We need Jakey as a honey hole too, though. Taking the side off. Yep.
The side's not done, I think they won.
They did. I'm taking this.
He's taking the side, obviously.
I don't know. I think the first half. What do you guys think won? I think the first half.
Very, very close match here. We're going to go ahead and mute both the helmet cams so we can go ahead and focus in on those scores. So looking at this, we can see that Gavin and Fear over here are pretty much carrying the team with the top score of 13 and 12 solely based off of those kills alone. Looks like Fear may have been able to pull a little bit more points if he hadn't died so much, but that is absolutely fine. They brought it in for their team. Let's see if we can get some stats on green over here. Cornelius and Hermie also on top of the leaderboard for their team as well. 9 and 7. Just absolutely close game. 2 points off. That was 1 kill, 1 death off. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties here. Give us just a moment. Alright, so teams are both now heading out to their spawns. Coming in for the second team deathmatch here. Contractors taking the first win. Cornelius and Hermie just reeling it in for their team. Let's see if they can switch things up on Infra-Red over here. Maybe get a bit of a lead at the first go.
Let's call out positions, and then at the end, it would have been nice to have a buddy right.
You can see that someone was talking about the red dot being a bit too distracting here. Looks like they're way better with the iron sights, or at least to their own beliefs. Fear holding that left lane. Looking pretty good for Infra-Red already here. 4-1. Looks like 3 of them have got those kills on the board. That's what they need. They need to get a few more here to just get that foothold.
I need help left.
Alright, looking good.
I'm full. Oh.
At a bit of a standstill here as they struggle for control of that mid. Contractors just somewhat set up there. Got a good angle on it. Cornelius holding that tight angle there with the SMG. Gotta hope that someone runs in close, because otherwise that thing's not going to do much damage long range. See them getting in close here. Long range fight in mid. A bit of friendly fire there on Fear. Looks like he might not have taken any damage from it though. Just trying to heal up from that previous encounter. Blue's going to have to force a bit of contact here in order to get those kills. They just got to keep chopping that health down and hope that one of their teammates finishes it off from the side.
SMG middle. Pistol right.
These are the matches that we absolutely love to see. 2 teams both on an equal skill level just struggling to get a few points ahead of each other.
Pistol middle. Capture the flag point. Pistol's right in front of us. Okay, stay. Oh, I didn't go hard. Let's go left.
Great calls coming from both teams right now. Trying to strategize what to do in order to get a few more points up there on the board at the very least. See Infra-Red now double the score of Contractors, still with 5 minutes left. Let's see what they can do.
Was that 8 junior? Yeah, I need help. I just took a shit ton of fire. Hey!
See that contact there on Cornelius. Looks like he has survived that, just barely getting that kill. Green taking quite a few losses. They might be able to turn this around.
Somebody over here. I'm gonna play defensive. Go. Okay, I'll watch this.
Something interesting that I'd like to point out here is that if you look at the leaderboard, you can see that both of the shotguns currently don't have any kills. That's most likely due to the fact that the snipers are holding down as many positions as they possibly can and keeping those short-range classes just barely out of reach in order to make sure that they don't get as many kills as possible. Got Infra-Red taking quite the lead here, laying into that person on left. Another one running away, caught him as well. A double kill, great for Infra-Red. It's looking a bit rough here for the Contractors. I'm not sure what they're going to do about this, but they've got 3 minutes left. Got some calls that there's some people downstairs sneaking around. They might be able to catch them up.
Come with me, let's go left. Let's go left. Hey, stay on the angle though. Get a good angle. I need you to cover me. Hey, we keep fighting them at the ammo cam, Jake. Give me a little cover fire.
Cornelius on the chase here, running him down. Oh, and it looks like one of his teammates already caught him. (18-11). If Contractors play this smart, they could absolutely take this lead.
Let's go. Hard left, Jake. Or give me cover. Jake. Hey, take out the AR. Left middle.
Hey, let's go right side.
Let's go ahead and tune into Contractor's helmet here and see what we can hear.
Okay. Let's go hard right. I want to take out the AR. Go.
Hermie and Gavin almost equal here on the kills and deaths leaderboard.
Pistol middle.
Unfortunately, it looks like it may not be enough. Envy and Fear just getting suppressed from that left lane close.
Got two coming left. Two coming left.
So what we're watching right here in Fear's head cam is three of them are currently stacked up on the ammo can. Now, not only is that smart in order to make sure that nobody shoots you in the back while you're getting that ammo, but on top of that, rolling in a group, period, will almost always give you the advantage. I mean, more guns, more kills, right? If I were Contractors, I would start basically mimicking exactly what they're doing and trying to see if that works for us. If that doesn't, then at that point, I would just go try and basically flank, honestly. That's the only thing that I think would be able to turn this around, is getting a good flank, catching them off guard, taking out maybe 2 or 3, and throwing off the rest of the enemy team.
Shotgun going left, two left.
Down to the last 10 seconds here. They are 6 points off from winning this. They may be able to turn this one around. And it looks like both teams caught at an absolute standstill caused them to end up losing that round, unfortunately. Very, very close matches we're seeing here today.
So close. I am dying a lot. I don't even think I got a kill until I was at like 4 deaths.
Let's go ahead and take a look at these scores here. See who may have been able to pick up just a bit more for their team. So as we can see here, both teams' top frags were the assault class, and that's mostly because it's a pretty well-rounded class here, with the long-range and somewhat mid-range gunfights, usually winning most of those depending on which class you're facing. Looks like they're going to go ahead and switch over the mode here, so we are going to go to the sponsor screen while we get things set up. Once again, I'd like to thank the viewer and all of our sponsors for supporting us. We absolutely love you guys and appreciate you for being here. If you're in the chat right now, I'd love for you to drop a message and tell me what team do you think is going to come out on top on this next game mode here. Alrighty everybody, so we are going to go ahead and pull this up here so I can go ahead and explain to you guys how this next game mode works. If you haven't been here before, you might want to listen in real close, alright? This one gets a little bit confusing. So this next game mode that we've got here is called the military base, otherwise known as destroy the base. Each team has 2 bases, one placed on each end, each level I should say, of the map, alright? The bottom team starts where theirs is, and the top team starts where theirs is. You have to protect your military base and keep the enemy team from assaulting it and blowing it up. If an enemy team blows your base up 3 times, they win, alright? If the timer runs out before either base is completely destroyed, then it's whatever team got the most damage placed on. Each member of a team has 4 lives, which forces them to strategize and actually think about how they're going to hold this or attack the enemy objective, alright? These stairwells are absolutely deadly. So let's take a look here. That's about it. We're going to go ahead and transition back into the gameplay here because it looks like we got teams moving. Awesome. All right, guys, let's get that head cam going.
That last game. Is the sight just off or what's the difference? I don't have the sight. No.
Or what?
No, I don't. I took the sight off because there's too much of a distraction. Because as I was like trying to aim kind of on the run, it was too much of a distraction.
Alright, so we can hear both teams here now strategizing with 45 seconds left on the clock. They have to designate specific players in order to figure out who's going to be pushing that point and who's going to be sitting on theirs.
And when we know that a lot of them are really weak, then we can push them.
I was hoping the knife worked on the point.
Counting out the kills and deaths here is a very, very smart strategy. It allows you to keep in mind how many of the enemies you may have actually eliminated versus how many are still actually alive.
Okay, we can do that.
Hey, but hey, when we defend the point, defend from the sides. Don't sit in the middle. You know what I mean? Because they're going to take shots at us. Defend from the side. Staircase is coming down.
If you guys push middle, just watch the stairs behind you. If you see them coming up, okay? You just need to watch these stairs. Yeah.
Get the stairs.
Alrighty, both teams here now on the chase trying to figure out who is where and what levels they're going to be watching from. That upward angle is just absolutely deadly. The downfire, you just can't beat it.
Hey, they're right down here. You got me.
Great communication here coming from both sides. No points yet on the board. Both teams playing extremely cautiously, which is absolutely the smartest thing you can do here with those limited lives. Got one death just on Contractors here. Not too much of a turning point, but it could matter in the late game.
Take any shots. I just had my gun out. Hey, we need to guard the other stairwell though. Jake, careful. Get in there and get those mid-range shots. Careful, there's sniper. Assault hit a couple of times. Jake! We need Jake over here. We can just shoot at the end with Jake, right side. Jake! Hey, we got some coming on this stair. Blue right.
Great calls, noting that there are people coming down those stairs.
Run past here. Get over here.
So we can see here, between Cornelius and Fear's headcams, they've got some contact going back and forth, just exchanging shots, but no points have been put on the board quite yet.
Let's do. Jake! Don't cross right there. We need Jake right here. He has a plan of shots. He's not paying attention though.
Pistol. Alright.
Want to do an aggressive push? Ready? Hey, Hector.
See, we just got a grenade toss there. People had to run out of the way for that one. I think we have some people sneaking down some stairwells.
Yeah, we'll let them. Hey!
Oh, we see some contact here on Fear's headcam. He may have put some points up on the board for that one.
He's Sniper's all the way out there, bro. You're not gonna be able to hit him.
I think we may have had a team killer at the very least, maybe a grenade team kill. It's looking like Hermie died, but there's no other kills on the board for Infra-Red other than that first one. Some nice holds here on both teams. Seems like they can't get any sort of push there on that point.
They're on left stairs. Shotgun right stairwell. Hey, Hector. Throw a shot in there to clear the way. No, there's somebody. Just don't even look. Don't even look in there. Just fling your shotgun in there. Come in this side.
See Infra-Red with just an absolutely deadly hole there on that staircase. Fear lighten up that stairwell. He's got a few enemies just waiting for him down there.
Yeah. Junior. Alright, what do you got? 100? Yeah. Hey, you clear the way first. Throw a shot up there. Stay this way though. Okay, ready? Go.
One of these teams here is going to have to make a move in order to get some points up on the board. Otherwise, it's going to be an absolute standstill. Things are getting a bit heated here. Tensions are high. And it looks like green has been scored on. Apologize for that. Green has made the score. Looks like blue's point has been attacked. They're putting some points up on the board. A lot of deaths now on that leaderboard there. We can see that Contractors is having a bit of a rough time getting any kills, let alone any points. Like I mentioned earlier, that downward fire is just absolutely deadly. You cannot beat that. Getting shot from above is just something that's unavoidable.
SMG right there, top 6. You get him?
Morgan, look down here. There's 3 of them.
Gavin putting in the work for his team here. We got 50 points on the board with 3 kills and 0 deaths. This man is an absolute tank. Hermie as well. 3 kills, only 1 death here. Someone on Contractors has got to get some points, though. Otherwise, they're not going to get anywhere.
Junior, heal me up.
30 seconds left on the board. Contractors has to make a move here. Otherwise, they're going to... Sorry, mic cut out there. They're going to be absolutely stuck at a loss.
Jake, up above, green ammo can.
10 seconds left. It looks like we know who's going to be winning this game here. And that is the match. Infra-Red taking the win with only 50 score. Not even the 3 destroys on that base there. Very interesting to watch, as we could see that there was quite a few standstills that I believe made Contractors suffer the loss here. Let's see what they can do on round 2, though.
Did you get a shot at it? Oh, you got one? Dude, you're picking me apart up there.
If you're in the chat there, go ahead and drop a message. Let me know you're here. Might as well let me know which team you think is going to be taking the dub on this next round. Alright, let's overanalyze these scores here for a second. So as we can see that Gavin, like I mentioned, was an absolute tank for his team. Not only playing the objective, but getting as many kills as he possibly could have. Hermie, on the other hand, on Contractors here, getting the kills, but not being able to score any of those points. They were having just an absolutely rough time getting up those stairwells. You are absolutely right, Jared. Gavin is going crazy for his team right now. Absolutely carrying them. I didn't see the previous messages here. The game mode is called Military Base, so you know what, we'll go ahead and switch over here. I already explained this once, but I'll explain it again. Each team has a base, one on the bottom floor and one on the top floor. You have to defend yours and attack the enemies. Each base has 3 resets before the game is completely over. Each player only has 4 lives, so they have to strategize and figure out who's going to guard it and who's going to be the offense, alright? If neither team does anything within the 8 minutes that it is, then I believe it's just an absolute draw here. So we're going to go ahead and flick back and see what they're talking about on their head cams. Interesting strats that we're seeing here. I'm hoping that Contractors might be able to flip it around for themselves, maybe catch a dub on this one, since now they know how the game mode is played.
You guys just keep picking them apart.
Because if they get control upstairs,
Let's
then
do-
they're just going to do the same thing as us.
Let's go.
Thanks so much for the Taco Bell chair call out right there. Absolutely love to see it.
Because we need to know if like 3 people got killed. We'll rush in, you know what I mean? Yeah. Go protect them
So we can see that both of them are strategizing here, figuring out who's going to be holding that objective and who's going to be pushing. Hopefully Contractors can do something this game since they're on the opposite end here.
Watch the green steer too.
We've already got a death here on the board. Envy this, the sniper class taking the death. Unfortunate. That 75 health makes it really rough in order to stand through one of those shots. It looks like green has already put some points on the board, Contractors. That's what I'm talking about. I love to see that. They've already learned, understood what they need to do now, and they're putting the pressure on. Great calls coming from both teams. Contractors taking a bit of a hit here. Blue also putting points on the board. Interesting. This is a bit of a switch up here from last match. Contractors once again taking that score. Even game here. Interesting plays by both teams. This may be a short-lived game here. And that is game. Interesting. Very interesting. We had some minor technical difficulties there. Infra-Red ended up winning that game because they scored the 150 first. Very, very interesting to watch that play there. That was real close.
They try going down.
That was probably the quickest game I think I've seen on that mode. Absolutely neck and neck right there. I think that was only a few seconds short from Contractors winning that match. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and take a look at those scores, kind of overanalyze some things here. Gavin, once again, just putting those kills up on the board, putting the work in for his team. That man is an absolute MVP. On the other hand here, you can see that it... Oh, alright, I guess we'll never know who got that score. I think it was Hermie. Hermie with the 150. Actually 100 points on the board there, solely because the game didn't end when it was supposed to. Very awkward, however, we know who won. That was absolutely intense. Probably one of the quickest game modes I think I've seen played before. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and toss the sponsor screen up here. Once again, thank the viewers and our sponsors for tuning in, helping us out, and supporting us. We absolutely love you guys and appreciate you. Once everyone's done de-gearing here, I'm going to go ahead and get a post-match interview going, see if we can get some comments on what just happened. Give us just a moment here. I think they're discussing the technical difficulties that played out in that last round. I almost have a feeling that things may have been a little bumpy solely because of how quickly that round went over with. Both teams just went straight for offense. I don't think anybody went for defense in that round. Alrighty, guys, we've got two players from both teams here. We're going to go and ask them some questions. How do you guys think that went?
It was fast-paced.
That was a hard game.
Yeah, that last round was real intense there. What happened? It didn't look like anybody played any defense. It was just straight offense?
So the first military base, we were upstairs, and since they were spawning downstairs, we rushed across to take over the top. Mm-hmm. And the second time, to prevent them from doing that, we booked it upstairs and just tried, and it worked out.
Yeah, our plan that second game was at least get upstairs, because if they control the top, it's hard to push back up top. And I don't know if we surprised you guys coming up that quick.
I had no idea our AR went down and started shooting your guys' point.
We didn't.
I was like, oh,
Honestly,
I didn't know where he went.
We didn't either. We just seen all of you. I think both of
I
you
ran
were
into-
pistol. I don't know who got all you guys, and then I know I ran into the shotgun and took him out, and then at that point we had the middle and we just tried taking it out as quick as possible.
We left our sniper downstairs and we didn't even know if he died or not. We were just like, you're on your own.
Good luck.
You're on your own, bud. Just
So
figure it out.
on that last round, what happened with the point there? Some technical difficulties. It was weird, right?
Our guy had shot it and thought it needed to regen before he could kill it again versus just get all the points.
Well, I mean, it has a 10-second regen to start. Like, you can't just keep shooting it and call it. Like, once it starts regenning after the 10 seconds, you can shoot it again.
All right. Well, it was awesome seeing you guys play. Real intense matches. You guys were neck and neck the entire time.
It was fun.
We scrimmaged on Sunday and it was like close. We knew it was gonna be a good one.
Yeah, we knew it was gonna be tough.
Equally skilled.
Win or lose, the close games are always more fun.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Definitely a workout, too.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming in here. I hope you guys have a great day.
Thanks.
You too.
Alrighty. Alrighty, everybody, and that was week 3 of Tactical Tag League play. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope to see you guys next week. Have a good day, everybody.